Good morning. It is 10:16 a.m. on Saturday, March 5th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Sleeping in. Feels good. Like I said this week, I blame Elden Ring for making me want to stay up late every night. And yeah. But in any case, I'm continuing to enjoy that. But as previously mentioned, I'm going to stop talking about it so much just because I know that, you know, it's like, if you care about it, hit me up. But otherwise, I also yesterday watched the finale of the Afterparty, and that was a lot of fun. I liked that show quite a bit. I didn't put the effort in to try to see if I could solve it before the real answer was revealed. It feels a little bit like I'm satisfied with the ending, and I'm not going to spoil it. But what I will say is that it feels like the evidence provided um, feels very speculative, like like I you know it would be difficult to prove in court. I think is the point. Um, but overall, I thought it was great. I think it was a really cool show with an interesting premise, and yeah, I enjoyed myself with that quite a bit. I also watched episode 4 of Severance, which is the latest episode of that, and God, that's a creepy show. Ooh, boy. That show is really intense, but like intense in a strange way, right? Like it's a little hard to explain because it's kind of a thriller, but it doesn't have the sort of violence and intensity that you sort of normally would expect, partly because it's kind of going all in on the idea of hell as kind of a simultaneously surreal and banal office environment. And it's really cool. I like it a lot, but it's very strange. So, your mileage may vary, but I'm really digging it. I think it's really interesting. Yeah, I recommend it. But yeah, so otherwise, I'm kind of just hanging out. Uh, I've been waking up the last couple of days with my right shoulder sore and stiff, and I'm not sure what that's coming from. That seems new. Like if it's one thing to sleep on it weird. You know what? Probably that's all it comes down to is that I slept on it weird at some point and then it's just kind of not entirely getting better over the night and it's just kind of, you know, human bodies are weird and bad in a lot of ways. The other day I was kind of joking that human bodies are like Microsoft Word in the sense that I hate lots of things about mine, but I still use it every day. Um, but yeah, it's I don't want to overstate that. It was mostly for the joke, but the certainly it's very strange sometimes because obviously operation of our bodies is something that we mostly take for granted because it's kind of, I don't want to say effortless, that sounds wrong, but like subconscious, right? We're just doing the things that we're doing, and you end up sometimes with these strange perceptions where it's like you feel a little bit like it's inside out, where there's the little people inside your skull that are driving you around like a giant mecha or something like that, as opposed to the idea of our mind and our body being one thing, you know, because it often feels separate. in not separate, linked but distinct. Linked but distinct. Yeah, human bodies are weird. I don't have any particular insight there, I guess. In any case, I'm going to make some scrambled eggs, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.